Hello, hello. How you all doing? Just waiting for some people to join. Hey, Alaya. Hello, Joe. How you doing? Hey, guys. Hey, Alexandra. Thank you for a really beautiful comment, Alexandra. Remember that about the peppermint leaves? And I was about to respond, but I just got distracted. That was actually kind of the point about it. Hey, Michael. Hey, so many beautiful people here. How is everyone doing? How is the energy treating you right now? Is it crazy? Do you feel the change of a vibe? Are you stressing over something? Are you taking this change as a chance for yourself to evolve as people? Thank you, Cheryl. Joe just chilling. Thank you, Krisha. I hope everyone is safe. It's getting better. Coping was the word, and anxious a lot lately. Yeah, I think that anxiety was coming through also with Moon for people. All right. So how many people do we have? 20. Okay. I like small groups. So what we're gonna be doing, I firstly will take questions, kind of like guidance questions. I'm gonna be answering them, and afterwards we're gonna do the usual. I don't know if you're new here or not. We're going to be guiding some of you with tarot, but I would like you to concentrate on self guidance and not as much as other people. I mean, you can ask about it, but it's just gonna be more like advice what you should be doing or what you should be concentrated on a bit later on. It's the 11th today too, isn't it? It tends to be a bit of a karmic day for a lot of people. Hey, Wildflower. This is my pleasure to guide you. All right. Anyone has any questions about spirituality in general? Do you have like any questions or something is unclear for you, or you're like, I don't even know what's happening? Happy birthday, Lauren Fields. I hope you're having the best birthday you can have during this chaotic time. Why do you think, Monica, that what kind of meltdown do you have? Is it emotional? Are you fearful? Do you think that something's not working out for you regarding shadow work? Hey, I really like your poems, Michael. It's very touching. And your voice is very calming too. I checked you out. I check out people who follow me sometimes because it's interesting to see who is doing what. What do you mean, Tilly01? How does soul connection work? Why can't you let go of a person or let person in? Labas, Gabriela. Melekaita. We have one Lithuanian person here. We had one Russian, I think. One Lithuanian. I can't tell what other nationalities we have here. Monica, emotional. I'm in depression because of some emotional trigger. Went to psychiatrist, tried healing. At this point, I can't even afford meds. Okay, So what's happening sometimes, I'm gonna start with Monica and we're gonna take a look at other people here, okay? What's happening sometimes, Monica, especially with depression, how I've noticed that how it works for people, it's your body is kind of telling you that you see, your soul is telling you to find the way or to find something that you're happy doing. And most of the time we get into the depression because we don't do something that's making us happy. Doesn't matter, you don't have to be fully on track yet, but deep down you might be feeling like you're not enough, or you're not doing good enough, or you're not in the right place, and then bang, you have depression. So I went through that myself, and especially people who are spiritually um, sensitive, it happens to them quite often. So it's about understanding that it's okay to feel like shit, and I'm gonna allow myself to feel like shit, but also acknowledging, why do I feel this way? I want to take a look at your case here. Well, I'm gonna pull from a couple of decks, and guys, bear with me, we're going to do more guidance here as we speak. Hi Marta from Croatia. Amazing. My cousin was convincing me to go and see Croatia because he said it's so beautiful. So it's in my to-do list. Okay. Monica. I'm gonna read one card out for you. I think you're gonna pick something up from it, Monica. Hello from Mexico. How nice. Cheryl, I'm doing the self-guidance right now. I'm not reading for about crushes just yet. I don't think I'm gonna touch on it, because I think it's most important right now is being fine with yourself and knowing where you're going. That's where I kind of navigate this live around. Monica, okay. Yeah, you let in a lot of, okay, cool. I'm gonna be pulling from the triple goddess. Okay. Hey, new people, whoever has joined just now. Okay, why are you feeling such way? It seems like you're trying to have your life in order. Now look back at your family. Did you have someone in your family who felt a little bit, they have a very strong energy about them. Everything has to be a certain way, you know, a little bit of like expectations too. So look at that and how that might affect you as a person too. It seems like you yourself want everything to be in order how you see it, structured life, or want this for myself and that. But right now it's saying you need to loosen the grip, okay? Take it easy on yourself. Because one day, all of the experiences and those stones you've carried, okay? The stones, these are the difficulties in your head too. You're gonna use them as advantage for yourself. You're gonna create something beautiful out of it. So just believe that for now, okay? Ačiū, Gabrielė. Labai malonu, kad lietuvių yra klausančių. Sorry guys, that was in Lithuanian. There is one person who is Lithuanian here. Okay, let's see. Where's the blockage here for her? Yeah, it seems like there's a lot happening in your head. And that's like self-created, which we all know what depression really is. Fighting with your own head, right? You have control issues even around what happens. Here we go. So that control is giving you those burdens, and they come through firstly, like you might feel in your body that you're a bit too tense when doing everyday tasks, and then you start noticing that it has an impact on your mind too. So losing your grip is your card, yeah, exactly. In order to find your peace, I'm going to read this card out because descriptions of Rebecca's are beautiful. And I think you're going to be able to really allow yourself to fall back and just chill for now. Just chill. Give yourself that chill time. Don't expect too much from yourself, okay? It's always good to have a plan, but don't over push yourself, okay? Lava Diana Malena. Okay, so Monica, it says, we are cyclic beings, which is already telling you that we go through ups and downs, and it's okay. And Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of tides and the seasons. And that's one of the part that you have to really understand with the tides, and you can see how that reminds you a bit of water, doesn't it? Tides go up and down. If you are clinging to anything, you are resisting the natural flow, and that's your clinginess to wanting your life to be in certain order. I want it to go that way, and if it doesn't, then you kind of create these issues for yourself, against yourself, really. It says you are resisting the natural flow of who you are. So let go, this is saying. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationship, the job, the people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space, the part we are most afraid to leave. Empty. The part we guard and we don't let grace into. And grace is all about going with the flow and understanding that sometimes you're just going to be in deep hole, And it says by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us or clinging to it for fear of it not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip. Loosen the grip, yeah? It's fine to let go sometimes when it comes to your expectations. And give up control. Here we go. That's the control is coming through here. To release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter. To surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may or it might stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you. And yeah, it seems like you want to find that thing, what's important to you, and you're like, I got to do this. And then bang, if it doesn't happen, you're like, oh, depressed, I'm not feeling fulfilled. And you will breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. Okay? So you just saw 4-4. Because look, the page number of this is 88. So watch out for 4-4s or for 8-8s and really look up the spiritual meaning of both right now. So I hope this clarified some things for you. Okay, so let me see what else we're doing today. Let me take these away. I'm just gonna go through your comments quickly, what I've missed out on. Natalie, no, actually I'm trying to keep the balance. I used to be very drained before because of overworking, but right now, I mean, this is beautiful. Okay, guys, so we're gonna do couple of more of you. Now, some of you know how that works. And I'm going to ask you to think of and only comment once number from 1 to 9, and I'm gonna write down numbers right now, the ones I'm going to do guidance for, okay? And try to ask questions, more like advice for your own self or guidance on a certain subject, okay? So we're going to do 2 of you, and I'm writing the 2 numbers down. So go ahead and write down one number that goes from 1 to 9, okay? I'm gonna do the first. Oh, geez, I didn't even see. Okay, we already have it, guys. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to be doing Miss C. because what I've written down was 3 and 9. I don't know if it's visible. I hope it is. And then the second one is Tilly 01. And then we're going to do it one more time, okay? So bear with me here. So Missy and Tilly 01, you can start typing your questions. I have some old coffee here somewhere from the morning I didn't manage to drink. Let me use this time. I wish I could do a reading and I had enough time to do it for every single each of you. I need a clone. Tilly, what can you depressed as well? What can I do to get out of my depression? Okay, let's tune into your soul vibe first off, because it's all coming from deep down there. We want it or not, but that's how it is. Okay, Tilly, what can I do to get out of my depression? What are you going through currently? Let's see. Okay. Tilly 01. Okay, very interesting vibe. Let me go scroll down. Okay, let me see. We're gonna use Animal Tarot for you as well. How can you get out of your depression? Yeah, these decks are wonderful. Okay, what's the issue first of all? It seems like there's something that you're holding on to from the past. Okay, let me take a look at this. And you see second person asking about depression, and both of the cards are talking about release. One for the other person I did, it was let go. And for you, it's talking about releasing too. So releasing the past, but for you, it's more about the past. For her, before, it was more about the expectations from oneself. Let me take a look at this. How is this past influencing you here? Something to do with your home, okay? Something that was in your home. It's saying that this has possibly have caused you some kind of low vibe. Let's take a look at this. Your surroundings. Okay. Okay. Wait. You're ready. Yeah, it's like, look, with you, what you're doing right now, it seems like you're trying to release what happened in the past. Now, it seems like sometimes you can't see your own beauty, okay, in any ways. So look at this card. I hope you can see it properly. This lady in real life, doesn't matter the sex, are you male or female, okay, is very youthful, and she's young and she's beautiful, has beautiful hair and very nice skin, but how she sees herself in the mirror is not it. So this is saying get rid of illusions of how you see yourself, because really what we have to be looking at here is who made you believe, or what made you believe that you're not as wonderful, or you're not as... And it's a lot to do with this self-image here, what we're talking about. I hope it's making sense. I'm just gonna scroll through the... Is that making sense to you? Because whatever you're working with here, you are releasing the past and you're rewriting your future, and that's what this is talking about. That's gonna happen to you in the future. Here, look how I used to be. Shadows, right? So shadow work would be very good for you actually, and then you're going to create a new future for yourself. So right now you're in transition period, which is fine. But what you should be looking at is the shadow self, because it's coming through here in two cards. It's saying, what do you think you're not good at, or you don't look at yourself as beautiful enough? What is the issue? Now, write it down and track back to some kind of domestic environment. I don't know what it is, but some impact that you have from the past that has an issue, that has caused this issue for yourself to feel bad, is to do with a household, with a home environment. Take a look at how you were treated before, what you saw in home environment. Okay, so that's going to be part of the shadow work that's going to help you release your past. Okay, making sense? Now we're going to be reading, because look, I want to kind of tune into this a bit. So the card that you got, it says it's time to release the past and move on to something new. And you have the breaking the chain ancestral patterns here. So two cards talking about past, right? It says this ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. So shutting something down completely. It seems like the burdens, you might have carried even other people's burdens, and you have to let go, this is saying, okay? And then don't overwork yourself. That's important too, especially if you, that's to do more with your everyday life. Okay, don't overwork yourself. Give yourself that relaxed time too, time to enjoy your life. That's important on your mental state as well. So we're gonna read quickly for you the portal, because you're gonna see the doors opening quite soon for yourself. Okay, doors are opening, you decide. It says you decide you want to walk through and see something new. Rewards, wild card. So let's look at this. Okay, portal. Sorry, these are not numbered. It's also for you, I'm feeling intuitively, it's important to create a safe environment for you, especially in your home, because it's gonna give you that boost, that somehow you have this importance to you to have a very like peaceful home environment. Okay, right, so that's what we have. It says doors are opening for you, your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now, planets are aligning, the timing is right, universe is saying yes, you have the Midas touch. Your hard work, again hard work, you really hard work up here, it's coming for again. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Keep that in mind, because you can, like you right now going through the shift, I don't think it's gonna happen to you very soon, the coming weeks, but I would say pay attention to third month from now, you might see the shift happening already. Okay, great leaps can be made, extreme transformation can occur, great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. That's something I wanted to ask you about. It seems like you might even want to go somewhere or to visit a place, and you'll be drawn to it. So kind of explore here. You are swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you have been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up, this is saying pat yourself on the back, basically, okay, for how far you've come already. And remember to do that every single week. When this card comes up in the spread, it's sure a sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into that new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you are extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on it. So this is saying you can start doing this change right now. Let me go to the comments and see what's up. And you'll start shifting that. But for you, there's a bit of work that has to be done from your side, okay? So a bit of shadow work. Maybe take a look at it. I'd always say to people, when it comes to self-work, don't overpressure it, okay? So don't think, okay, from now on, I'm just going to be working on shadow work for this amount of time. No, just get a grasp of it, start digging there. And once you feel like you need a break, leave it. It has to happen naturally. But really look back at the past and see what made you believe that you're not as, and it's a lot to do with your external image too here, not as good, not as valued, and dig back, write it down, and then go, well, that's not kind of my issue. You know, when we have sometimes people saying some things to us, and how you have to look at those people is more like each of us is one little kid who's just trying to make it, you know, that kid who went through some kind of childhood traumas, and we as grown-ups, we're trying to bring that inner child out, and we're all battling in our heads with things that we go through in everyday life, but also things that were traumatizing for us when we were growing up, because our parents are not perfect too. They are learning how to be the best versions of themselves too, okay? So every single one of us, doesn't matter how old or young, we all have those issues. I hope it's making sense. Yeah, and the burdens that you have, this is saying take care of how much burdens you carry of your own, and how much of that is yours and how much it isn't, because release card is standing next to 10 of wands, which is releasing the burdens, okay? So I hope it's giving you clarity. I was bullied. You see, that's why there's that image. So understand that these are those people who were basically projecting the insecurities on you. And usually people who are bullied, they tend to be one of the most successful people once they grow up. A lot of them that I've seen, at least. So take that chance really and walk through that portal, okay? So that's about you deciding where you want to go next, and really get going there, trusting yourself. Because you are releasing yourself from this chain that was happening. Things were happening all over again. Whew. Okay, guys. Miss C, where's your question? I'll have to find you. I think you were asking something about, okay, clarity messages on finance and work. On finance and work. Missy. Okay, we're gonna pull from the steampunk for you. Finances and work. What do you have to concentrate on now? Choices. Trying to decide what you want to do next. Do you feel a bit unsure right now? But when it comes to like which one do I choose? What's the next like? But it's more to do with, you know, not that you don't know where you're going kind of thing, but for you intuitively, what I feel like, which choice will I make next kind of thing. Is the screen back on, guys? I'm sorry, I think that it froze, didn't it? 1 second, because my phone is like, give me some power. Been working all day. Okay, is it back? Perfect. So what I wanted to say for you, what I was saying, I don't know if you heard it, Misty. It seems like right now you're trying to decide which opportunity you're gonna take next. And it's not as much about you being completely lost. I think you're kind of strong when it comes to making decisions, but right now you might be having a difficult time. You're like, is there gonna be something, and what do I want? It's more about for you, what do I want right now. Work. Is that correct? Okay. Work in future. Gonna have a new fresh start. So look, right now you're in a place where you're like, okay, what's gonna appear in my life, right? Which cup am I gonna choose? Or will I have a choice at all? The future is telling you you'll have it, okay? So there's that fresh start, but it seems like when it comes to work, it's just gonna make you feel a little bit happier. You see how this is coming through? It's saying you won't be as concentrated on how much money this job will give you. What you'll be concentrated on when it comes to taking this opportunity is more like how stressful that will be, because you feel to me like doesn't matter how much money people would pay, you'd be like, but if that's over stressful, it's not worth it for me. I mean, that's the energy that's you like coming through. Okay, you're like, I need to like it. I need to like it. And that's because you're not gonna sell yourself short in the future. That's why you're getting this opportunity here. And it might possibly come from the female. Okay, so female will be important when it comes to future work endeavors. You mentioned that in my private reading, and the card is still showing up in the different choice. With the different choices, I'm definitely in that period. Okay, so the private is vibing with you right now, isn't it? Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah, look around the opportunity. Okay, we have to look for opportunities. It seems like feminine energy is gonna be strong. Will have a strong impact when it comes to future work endeavors. Let's take a look at your finances here. You in the phase where you just planning everything out for yourself. You're still in that planning out phase right now. Hello, Eric. Okay. Future. In the future, I see you standing your ground when it comes to work. And the advice is stand your ground, and whatever doesn't bring you back happiness, you'll have to change it around. And you will maintain the integrity, okay? And now we have, like, you wait for opportunity, wait for job opportunity here in the future. Look, it says you can expect a windfall of abundance, such as money, timely assistance, and that assistance somehow comes through, or that opportunity with that female image here, a serendipitous meeting or rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job or promotion, or the prospect of a profitable business venture. So what this is telling you, basically, it's coming, okay? Hi, our Indiano. So they've guessed the numbers. That was basically them and universe working together. Okay, overall advice, please, for you, General. Okay, I mean, look, this is your confirmations that it's fine. Everything is going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Exciting new career opportunities, what did we say, right? Are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. Basically, right now, we're still in that waiting phase here. We're still planning things out. It seems like that's your time. Just be patient, okay? It's coming. I mean, look at this. Look at the money flowing in the future, okay? So I wouldn't worry about your finances and career. Okay. Hi, Angelica. Really happy to hear from you all the time. Okay. So let's do 2 more, and we'll see how my energy lasts today. So guys, how we doing this? Don't start just yet. For those who just came new here, what we're doing, I'm doing the readings on your own guidance, basically, what you need guidance on, and how I'm choosing people is basically, I write down 2 numbers from 1 to 9, and whoever is the first person who has guessed the number, I'm doing the reading for them, okay? So it's not pre-planned. You can start now. Numbers from 1 to 9. Ooh, Stacy, you got it. And Kristen, oh no, not Kristen, sorry. Elmira Marino. Okay, so numbers were 2 and 6. So we're gonna do Stacy first. Stacy, you can start typing. And Elmira. Okay, let me write it down because Stacy, Elmira, Marino. All right. Okay. Let's wait for the questions. How many people do we have? 32. Nice. Okay. Stacy, what spiritual gift or gifts would Spirit like me to use for a business? Whew. And when you said that, I saw like a thunder. So let me take a look at this. This is an interesting one, actually. I might use different decks for you. Like a thunder. And Elmira wants messages from angels. Okay, so let's start with Stacy. What gifts could you use? This is saying basically what I'm seeing for you. Are you thinking, wait, did you ever think about two different options? It seems like you could do two things and you just need to decide one of them, or you could do both of them at once. So there's two opportunities for you that you could use as spiritual gifts. So like it can be one spiritual gift, but you use it differently. Does it make sense? I hope it does. Yes, thinking different things. Okay. Which one would be best for you to start with? Because spirituality is a broad term, and I think it's always, once you start doing one thing, then you want to try something else to develop. So it doesn't necessarily have to be that you have to be stuck with one thing, okay? But first off, okay, what this is saying, what you would be good at is, I don't know how you want to do this, but you would be good at releasing people from heartbreak or releasing people from stagnant energies. Did you ever think about this? Especially the heartbreak. Somehow you could be really good at healing people's hearts and releasing them from the hurt, okay? And I'm seeing hands, okay, everywhere. So maybe you could use the energy that you have in your hands, and it doesn't, I kind of see the distance too. You could do it with remotely, but you might feel sometimes when you you could even sit like this and let the source charge up your hands, if it's making sense. Is it making sense? Okay, gifts. Yeah, it's obviously connected to the intuition, which is coming through here with the High Priestess. And again, this High Priestess has two faces. So again, this is like two things that you could do. One thing you could do and spend more time on it, but then there's different approach to it too. So a bit of diversity there. Okay. Okay. And right now, what Spirit is saying, basically follow your intuition and start doing something first before it makes sense to you. So you might be drawn to one thing that you're not familiar about, you know, and you're like, I don't know anything about it. But it's saying first take first step, and then you're gonna find out more. Okay. You already know. It feels like you already know. And this is saying your intuition is correct. And again, you see, this is you and these are two things. two. So I would say whatever you've been thinking on, I wouldn't question it too much, because what this is saying, take baby steps. It's saying action first, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So don't have to have a whole plan here just yet. Yeah, and by doing so, you're going to get your soul tribe together. You're going to collect people. People will find you, okay? It's not that we're gonna have to somehow push your gifts onto the world, you know? You will be given those people who need your help automatically. Okay. Yeah, and it's all about helping people. Spirit is saying doesn't matter how you want to do this. What this reading is concentrated on is people who have suffered from some kind of heartbreaks. And you know, it's not only about just guidance as itself. For you, it's a little bit deeper. So maybe you want to work with more difficult cases, as I say, or help certain group of people. Okay, is that making sense? Hi, Asmina. Yeah. Yeah, and I see you with closed eyes here quite often too, and your head down. So that's partly how you could do it. I mean, this is very personal to how you're gonna do this, but I see you that way. Okay, it's making sense. All right. Let me put these back, and then we're gonna take a look at Elmira. Okay. No problem. I hope that was helpful. All right. Let me scroll back to Elmira and see. Some help message from my angels, please. Okay, let me see what you should concentrate on right now. And for you, I want to use Kipper. Let's use the Kipper and let's see what's up. Okay, what is it? So I'm gonna do it basically the messages from Spirit, okay? Something that you might need to know or hear. Okay, a question for you now. It seems like you're waiting for some kind of a finished product, so some kind of a document or paper that you're gonna get or something that you're gonna achieve, and it's like in a waiting period now for you. It somehow seems like you are working on something and you're waiting for the fruits of labor, and your guides want to tell you that that's gonna come, and it's like you're gonna be honored. You know what I mean? It's like you will be given something to be shown that you are deserving. And I keep seeing like a paper or something. Let me see which deck I want to use for you. Okay, this one. Okay. Not feeling it, too many. Right now, Spirit is encouraging you to write things down, you know, whatever you think you want to achieve. So like bullet points, I do see you taking the book. Writing is important for you now, and it's saying explore the writing part, because it's going to give you a lot. And it seems like you You feel much more relaxed when you write things down. So maybe bring it back. Maybe that's something you used to do. Okay. Messages from spirit guides. You did in your childhood? Okay. Right now, Spirit's saying this is a time that you should bring something back that you used to do in a childhood. I hope it's making sense for you. Something that makes you feel very calm and peaceful. Whatever you're doing it with your hands. Okay. Used to write poetry? I think that this is a good time for you now to write. I do see you writing quite a lot here. I don't know if you doubt that sometimes, but what Spirit is saying basically here, you might feel sometimes that you're not lucky enough and you're not looked after enough, and this is saying you need to think otherwise, because what this is saying focus only the fact that God loves you, whatever you believe in basically, and always has the highest intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties, so that you can move onward and upward. And we have now Wheel of Fortune, so this is saying that you need to understand that you are lucky. Okay, maybe don't see it sometimes. Okay, what to leave behind for you now? It seems like you're very focused on, and I'm hearing, building a legacy of some sorts. You know, you imagine what you're gonna create for your future family and so on and on. Right now, the Spirit is saying, give it a chill pill. You know, take a chill pill for now. You're gonna focus on it in the future. Okay, I do see you wanting to leave a legacy, something behind you. Okay, one more message. I hope it's making sense for you. One more message. This is saying whatever change you're going through right now or will be in the very near future, because if you have already gone through, you know what I'm talking about. End of something, okay? You became somehow, you and yourself, I'm saying. So this is saying put aside your fears about the changes and trust that a brighter future waits. This whole reading is speaking to me that sometimes you maybe feel like you're out there alone and you don't have guides working behind you as strongly, which is the opposite. Okay, so whatever the decisions you're gonna be making, you have the guides watching you, so you shouldn't worry that much about, oh, I don't know how that's gonna end up being. Look, you see like how this person is focused on baking those coins, so basically working on security, right? But there's the angel watching them. So again, wherever you go, whatever you do, you're being watched. So I hope this is, right now this is saying be patient, because we have two cards talking about patience, okay? Be patient when it comes to purely the career and finances. So there is patience needed for you. And it's saying you're gonna start seeing your fruit of labor in the future. Right now, it seems like you have to be a little bit more lighthearted when it comes to doing something that brings you peace. So start concentrating on that, okay? it's gonna bring you something good. That something you used to do before, especially connected with writing, poetry set, that's gonna be good for your own well-being here, okay? You feel lonely, don't, you're never alone, and that's the understanding, that's why they were saying you're lucky, you supported. Basically, it seems like sometimes you lose faith and you think that if you're gonna do something or end something and want to go for a change, it's like, oh my god, what's gonna happen then? Remember, you're always supported, okay? So I hope this makes sense. Okay guys, I still have some energy. Let's do 2 more people. Whoever is new here and just joined, what we do in here, basically, I write down on a piece of paper, don't guess just yet, on a piece of paper, 2 numbers. I'm gonna be doing 2 more of you, from 1 to 9, and just type one number that comes in your head, and people who have guessed it first, those numbers that I wrote down here are going to be the ones that I will be doing. I'm sorry, I know there's a lot of you and I can't do every single one, okay? So 2 more people, because I don't also want to drain myself too much, because I think the quality of the readings, I don't want to impact the quality of the readings. Also, when I do my privates, I try not to take on more than 2 people a day, so I split it. So guys, sometimes people have to wait a bit longer, but for me, I think I'm more focused and I'm better. Oh, look at you. Okay. All right. Our Indiano, we're gonna do your question. So we can start typing, because I've written down 1 and 3. And the next person who guessed it was Marta Esh. And she has guessed the first. Okay, so you can start typing. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Oh my god, nearly choked. Thank God, lol. Okay. Where's the fancy? Where are you? In my chat now, make sure. Wait. What's up here? 1 second, I need to rescroll and see who guessed what first. Okay, let's see. 1 and 3, okay. Our Indiana, for sure, you guessed it first, right? And then the second person is Marta, who guessed number 1. So for some of you, if it shows differently, it can be because you have chosen as an option not live chat but top chat, and that's the difference, okay? That's why it might be showing your messages before other people, and we had that before. Tell me if everyone is seeing that otherwise, okay? Here you go. Hi, Priestess says, no fancy second. Fancy, I think, is something wrong. Maybe you're a bit lagging with your connection. Because that happened before, and we had this chat with people before where people started basically having arguments. But you see the same? Okay, I'm right. Okay, so that might be your connection. Or choose not top chat, but live chat. You're going to see everything, how it came through. Okay, let's start. We're gonna start with our Indiano. And then we're gonna do her. Okay. career advice. And then Marta, work and finances, general guidance. Okay. Career advice. Which direction? Marta, work and finances. Okay, let's go. Career advice. Which direction should you go? Okay, let's see. Career advice. Thank you. Let me see what's up. What's important that's coming through to you here when it comes to career is working in a team. And that's something that could be good for you in the future. Collaborations, working in a team. Okay? So when I'm asked which direction, this is saying possibly look out for the job that allows you to work in a team. A question, did you ever want to have this diversity of going from one place to another with your job? Seems like you might want to go the distance, or there is movement connected to work, and that somehow gives you diversity. Is it making sense? Yep, okay. So working in a job what would be best for you? Working in a job that allows you to have that equal give and take. What I mean by that is that you're being paid for how much responsibilities you take on your shoulders equally. So there is that balance, okay? So don't take on too many tasks. This is saying make sure that you carry as much as you're being paid for, okay? You wouldn't be able to work in a job where you feel repressed, and that's something, if you feel that straight away in any workplace, you're not gonna work there for too long. It has to make you feel that you are not a prisoner. I'm hearing a prisoner, okay? So some jobs might make you feel like you're feeling this repression. So you're giving me a vibe of someone who is searching for a job that allows some kind of expression of freedom, and that's going to be important for you in the future, okay? What to look for? What to look for? Which direction to go? What to look for? That can come as a surprise, but there's a vibe about you. You have a really good intuition, okay? And I don't know if you have acknowledged this or not. You are being represented by two really good cards, and what to look for. This is saying the best way for you to go about your job is somehow connecting your intuition and the power of manifestation that you have, because you have both of the cards falling one next to another. It seems like not everyone is very good at visualizing and getting what they visualized, because what kind of mistake people make, they just sit there and visualize and don't there is lack of drive or action. So if there is no action, that visualization and manifestation is up there. So once you start acting is when you can actually allow these two energies come together, and bang, you have what you've been thinking about, and you have a very strong manifestation ability here. What to look for? Okay. Yeah. So whatever job that you will be doing, the best way to go about it for you would be, I don't think you would be able to sit all day at a desk and just do one thing and then it's always the same thing. You need a bit of action in your job. Okay? Yeah, and again, teamwork is coming through here. Also, one more thing, I don't know if you ever thought about it. You would be good at working. There is a connection to buildings. There's connection with buildings. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So interior, buildings, sites, okay? Something about that here is coming through too. That would be good for you. Can you hear me, guys? Because I don't think I can see the chat. Yeah, building something up, okay? Building up. That's basically what's coming through here. Yeah, buildings are coming through here quite strongly. Looking two cards, okay? What to look out for? You have Three of Pentacles from one deck, which is talking about people building a church, if you know the meaning of a tarot. Okay, so one of them is an architect, the other person is doing interior design, the third one has commissioned the church. Now, what's coming through here, what to look out for, is another Three of Pentacles card. This is talking about working in a team. So teamwork would be very important to you, what to look for first. Another thing, what I'm seeing, something about this building something up. I mean, I know, it's strange, but that's what's coming through in two cards here, okay? So what is it that you want to build up? But you have to really tune into your manifestation, and your intuition is telling you where to go most of the time. How much do you listen to it? Okay, let's take a look at a couple of messages. Just generally from the higher self for you, message. Right now, it seems like you might possibly be you might want to learn something or take an interest in something. And it says, it's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, not necessarily apply it as you will, taking a seminar or conducting research. Do your best work and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancement. You see, law of attraction is coming through here. Something that I told you with Magician and High Priestess. You could really well work with law of attraction. That's something for you to note, okay? You have a lot of masculine energy about you. You know, you're like, I need to know exactly what that is. I need to know where I have to go. But allow that feminine intuition to come through, because that's something that is coming through here. Magician and High Priestess. Okay. I hope that made sense. All right, let's see. Martha, work and finances. We're gonna be using a couple of decks. No problem, hope it helped. Okay. Martha, are you still with me? Okay, let's see. Right now you might be feeling very restricted when it comes to your career. Okay, you're here, okay. Okay, let me see. I want to use the angel deck for you. Let's use the angel. Let's take a look at your career. It's funny because I have different deck and two same cards are coming through. 3 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So let's take a look at this. Okay. Number 3 is going to be important. Okay, so pay attention to number 3 when it comes to career endeavors. What advice is coming through for you is that in the future, what I would suggest you doing, try not to be too independent. You're going to have to accept help, and you're going again. There's that collaboration coming through here in your career, but it's coming through here intuitively differently for me here. Let me take a look into this a bit more. Now, what's important when it comes to the future is how you're gonna view the situation, because I do see disappointment for you, but that disappointment is coming from your emotional state, meaning, you know, that saying, crying over spilled milk, 2 cards from 2 different decks, the same ones, okay? So this is saying don't cry over spilled milk. Basically, you do have these 2 cups, but you're sad because these 3 spilled over. Same here, okay? So how are you gonna make the best out of a situation that is not necessarily amazing for you? Are you going to say that this isn't for me, okay? This isn't for me. I'm gonna take this as a new beginning, a beginning to something different, career-wise. It's very important for you not to be in a job that is, again, somehow it's not fulfilling you, you know? Advice. Saving money is a good thing for you. If you've started saving, well done. Or investing in something that you, some kind of a dream, okay? Investing in something that's important. So saving money is coming through as advice. And looking around for opportunities. Okay, let's take a look at your finances. You do have someone who's very supportive around you. This is coming through in the second card here. Someone who truly, really much loves you. If you don't know that person yet, watch out. Okay? Watch out, because someone truly very loving is coming into your life. And I know we're asking about career, but whatever tarot wants me to pass to you, I'm just gonna do it, okay? Finances. Okay. Yeah, you have a very good connection coming your way in the future. Your career, it seems like you are going to be a bit like, I want more than this, okay? I want something more. You're going to be given a period of rest. But as I always say, we're given those periods for a reason, okay? So right now would be good to really have a plan where you want to spend your money next and how much you have of it, and how can you, I kind of see you like having a bit of a list on your mind, thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to spend that much for that much for that. So look at this card, okay? So that's what I talked about. Yes, I'm in a state of resting. Okay, probably because many of us are, right? Restricted. So that's not news. Let's take a look at future career. Yeah, there needs to be a balance when it comes to your finances here. Do you think that sometimes you restrict yourself from spending money completely, and then maybe when you do have certain amounts of money, you tend to spend it? So there has to be a balance for you overall for the career and finances. It's saying you have to find your balance. Okay, now watch out for a person who's gonna be important when it comes to your finances here, is someone who has a very sharp mind, someone who is very clever, very well read, educated person. Sometimes this person can come through as a little bit cold, but that's the way they are. An intelligent person, respected person is coming through here, okay? You have a good vibe about you if you ever wanted to do that, okay? You have a very good entrepreneurial spirit about you. I don't know what's your plans for the future, but it seems like you would want to create something on your own, and I think you would be quite successful. But I'm talking about future, okay? I'm not talking just right now, because in the near future, what I do see you going through is you're going to let go. It seems like, as I call it, caca energy, the energy that doesn't belong in your life. You might even start seeing that some people or job itself isn't the healthiest for you, and you're like, I don't want this, you know? And you have to really, how you have to look at the situation is that it's better to let go of something that wasn't good in the first place rather than clinging on to it, okay? Because then you can't pick up a new one that maybe it's even bigger and better for you. I hope it's making sense here. You're planning your own business. Okay, you're gonna be concentrated on your own business in the future. Now, it seems like maybe sometimes you focus too much. Yeah, so when you have your own business, like this is your own business, right? And it seems like sometimes you focused a little bit around it and what people have to say, or what kind of opinions, or you get distracted by people. That's what I want to say, okay? And your eyes have to be on your goal here, because you're gonna get there in the future, but you still have a little bit ups and downs to go through. And really start planning your finances here with this card, okay? So there's a need of planning and resources. I hope this made sense. Last one, okay? General message for you, whatever you need to hear from the higher self. Let's see what we have here. A deeply emotional and probably romantic, what did I say, experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. What this is usually saying when it comes to this card, it's saying you're gonna have someone that you really cherish in the future, right? Like this prince. But really make decisions taking both your heart and intellect. And how this is coming through the saying, basically, try not to have rose-tinted glasses on, especially when it comes to communication with this person. So make sure when there is communication in the future that everything is clear and transparent, nothing is hidden away. Okay, so there's no shade, you're very open, you're very trusting each other, basically. Okay, so that's why this intellect is coming through, because it's saying see that person for who they are, okay, and enjoy the connection. I hope it made sense. Third time this card is revealed to you. I mean, you know, it's coming there. It's getting there. So guys, I'm sorry I can't do many more of you because I need to go and relax a bit. What's the time? I don't even know. Okay, 20 to 11. So I'm gonna go and relax, and I hope to see you in the future, and I hope those who were chosen by accident, really, can find this and will find this reading useful, okay? Thank you for being with me, and thank you for joining this chat and guidance, and I'm gonna see you next time, okay? Thank you, Missy. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna catch you next time. 14 people watching, 14 likes. Synchronicities. Hey, I'll leave you there. Bye for now.